Hey everyone, welcome back to She Tried It. In today's video, I just wanted to talk. It recently occurred to me that I don't show myself knitting or crocheting in any of my videos. I could be wrong, but I wanted to prove to y'all that I actually am the one making this stuff in my channel. Also, in case if anyone is wondering, I am wearing the Lilith cardigan by Holly Woodward Designs in this video. Be sure to check that out so you can get your hands on this pattern. Also, I'm working on the Willow Lace Vest by Two of Wands. I just released a video for this make, so if you want more details on this or want to see the final product, be sure to check that video out. A lot of people know that crocheting is a time to just wander in your thoughts, so I decided to share a few thoughts I had while making this vest. I have already made quite a few things by now. Crochet is no longer something that scares me, but this pattern has to be the most intricate pattern I have ever completed thus far. I never paid so much attention to details in my life. Not that I slack off on other patterns, but a lot of times my makes are pretty simplistic and repetitive. This make required me to focus on the details. The really nice thing about this piece is that you couldn't get too far making a mistake. By the next row, you would know something was wrong. I like to think I'm naturally a fairly detail-oriented person, but this project had my attention like no other. In the same vein, I think of a scripture in the Bible, Matthew 10:29-31. What is the price of a pet canary? Some loose change, right? And God cares what happens to it even more than you do. He pays even greater attention down to the last detail, even numbering the hairs on your head. So don't be intimidated by all this bully talk. You are worth more than 1,000,000 canaries. It's funny that even with how insanely attentive I was in this pattern, it's nothing compared to how attentive Christ is to us. Uh-oh girl, is this that Christian stuff you said you wanted to start incorporating into your channel? Yes, it is, but hear me out. 2020 was a year. Insert whatever descriptive word applies to you. Regardless, I think we have all had moments where it feels like no one understands, no one cares, and no one sees what's going on. Thankfully, you couldn't be more wrong. I personally serve a God that was tested in every way but never sinned, who cares more for me than anyone else I know, and who sees every single thing that happens in my life. This is typically the part of the video where I announce who the sponsor is, but this video isn't a call to a church, or a book, or a particular practice, or a pastor. This is a call to a relationship with Jesus. You may fall into two categories. One, even though you can relate to what I'm saying, you might be seconds away from clicking off this Christian video that was supposed to be about crochet. Or two, you might already be a Christian and still have the emotions of feeling like you're going through life alone. Whether you're a Christian or not, I would suggest the same thing. Meditate on God's promises. I don't know your specific issues, but I do know we all have something. A few of my favorite promises are Isaiah 41:10. Don't panic, I'm with you. There's no need to fear, for I'm your God. I'll give you strength, I'll help you, I'll hold you steady, keep a firm grip on you. Or maybe John 16:33 works for you. I told you all this so that trusting me, you will be unshakable and assured, deeply at peace. In this godless world, you will continue to experience difficulties. But take heart, I've conquered the world. Maybe even Matthew 11:28-29 is what you need. Are you tired, worn out, burned out on religion? Come to me. Get away with me and you'll recover your life. I'll show you how to take a real rest. Walk with me and work with me. Watch how I do it. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace. I won't lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. If none of these scriptures give you comfort, just do a quick Google search on the promises of God. I'm certain you'll find something that you need. Once you have your promise, make sure it's accessible. Consider making it your screensaver for a while, or even write it in a sticky note and add it to your mirror. Just make sure that when fears and worries of this life pop up, you have a promise of God to combat it with. That's all I have for you today. I hope you find a promise, or if you already have one, be sure to leave it in the comments below. If this video annoyed the crap out of you, feel free to skip this kind of content. I'll be back to telling you about some fun yarns and amazing patterns next week. It wouldn't be right to tell you about a yarn I like and not mention a God that I love. I just wanted to take some time to check on your heart, but I'll see you in my next video. Bye!